Author, founder, and editor-in-chief of All Israel News and All Arab News, and host of the Rosenberg Report, Joel and his wife, we should mention, live in Jerusalem. Joel, welcome. I'd like to start just by asking, how are you doing, and what have these past few days been like for you there?
Thank you, Jenna. It's great to be with you, and I'm so grateful for the continuing great coverage that CBN News does to cover Israel generally, but particularly this conflict. Yeah, it's been crazy. This is Israel's darkest hour. I mean, whether you use the analogy of 9/11 or Pearl Harbor, this is Israel's equivalent. Okay, we were blindsided by an attack, not just by almost 4,000 rockets and missiles, but by about 1,000 Hamas terrorists storming across the border, blowing up the border fence between Israel and Gaza, and then just coming in and slaughtering. We're now up to upwards of 900 Israelis have died in the last 72 hours. And just to put it in context, Jenna, if Israel is only 10 million people, okay? United States is 330 million. So you guys are 33 times larger than us. So imagine if CBN News had a report today that about 30,000 Americans had died in the last 3 days. That's the emotional equivalent, population comparison-wise, for us to have 900 Israelis murdered. We're a small town, small country. It is rocking us hard. We're unifying to fight Hamas and win, but there is grieving. This is painful. I've never seen anything quite like it, and I've been traveling to Israel for 35 years, but I've been living here for 9. Nothing like this compares.
So intelligence officials have yet to uncover a smoking gun showing the Iranian connection in this attack, but by most accounts, Joel, it looks like that is the case. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you don't need a smoking gun. This is the problem with the Biden administration's analogy. The Biden administration just gave $6 billion to a terrorist regime. Okay, yes, it was money that was originally Iranian, but why was it frozen by U.S. and international efforts? Because Iran is a terrorist state, and you shouldn't give them money to keep doing terrorism, and that's what's so wrong. Yes, President Biden is probably the most pro-Israel leader in the Democratic Party, but that's a little comfort right now. He's not trying to put us in harm's way. He just has no idea what he's doing. But by giving $6 billion to our America's worst enemy, Israel's worst enemy, you're encouraging more terrorism, and Israel is paying the price. Look, it's personal for me, Jenna. Just literally driving to the TBN studios today, where I host my TV show. What happened? The sirens went off in Jerusalem. My wife, oldest son, his wife, her brother, we all had to bail out of the car, run for cover while the sirens are going off, and then we hear boom, 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 14 or 15 times, as fortunately, praise God, the Iron Dome system took out the salvo of missiles heading for the capital city of Jerusalem. But one of those missiles didn't make it to Jerusalem. It landed on a mosque in an Arab village just outside of Jerusalem and caused casualties. This is what the Biden administration's policy, unfortunately, has wrought, and and we're paying the price, and it's a very, very high price.
Joel, in the just few seconds we have left, I want to ask you about the intelligence. It really seems like Israel was caught flat-footed in this, when normally they're so good at being on top of attacks like this.
Yeah, this is the biggest, most colossal intelligence failure in the history of Israel. I would say worse than 1973, because even in the 1973 Yom Kippur War, those were military casualties that were bad, but this is 900 civilian casualties. The military is supposed to protect the civilians. It's going to take months to unpack how this happened. Yeah. But right now we've got to unify and win this war, and then we can figure out how did we get here in the first place.
All right, Joel Rosenberg, it's always so good to see you, and we thank you for taking the time with us this evening. Thank you so much, and please stay safe.
It's an honor. Appreciate everyone's prayers for us.